Write down this long, drawn-out sort of number there. Sure, why not? 8, 4, 3, 6, 9, 2, 4, 0, 5, 9, 1, 2. Just making sure that you've got a firm grasp of reality here. We put these things in periods, what we call each group of 3. That's why we set them off with commas. Okay, the first one is just the units one, because 912 just stands for 912 things. That's all you have is 912. It just stands for one for each thing. The next one over, I'll bet you know, because when we say this, it's 405 thousands. So this is the thousands grouping, the thousands period. Wait, I think I missed one. I do need one more. Sorry. Easily fixed, though, by the power invested in me by the state of Illinois. I can add my extra column. That's why you should always use the eraser. What number haven't I used?
You've already done 5. What about 7?
Got 7 right there. So this one is the millions period and the billions period and the trillions period. Which, ladies and gentlemen, I think I showed you last year, but since you are now 6th graders and well and advanced in years, did I ever show you what is a billion? It's a little racy, if you know what I mean.
It's a video?
No, it's actually I believe it's actually a
moving
PowerPoint.
picture?
Believe it or not. I'm going to look and see if it's here. Look for something that says how much is a billion. Okay, not there. Kids, one of the things you'll learn is sometimes I'm not the most. I've got a few. Anybody see anything that says how much is a billion?
I can't see it.
That's because your eyes are not open.
I see
All right, let's look under place values. I'll bet it's here, because I would be organized enough to put it under place values. Nothing. Maybe it's just under math stuff. Or did I already look under that? Keep going. Oh, this is very disappointing.
Is there something type what you're looking for?
I could go for a search, but I really don't like to do that because it takes me a long time to figure it out. Let's look and see where it might be. I still say I put it under one of these people here. Maybe it's under real numbers. Nope. I'm going to go to 6th grade again. Let's try 6th grade one more time. Maybe I put it under 5th grade. But I would have thought I would have shown it to you. Is it here? Do you see anything here? Oh! See, nobody is right there. Nobody's saying anything. Don't argue with me. I want you.
That's a trillion.
That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Follow along as we might. I'll try to put this small. You have to read along. We're going to do this. We have to do it together.
How much is a trillion? Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, all this talk about the stimulus, this was way, way back when. By the way, one of the only places we ever talk about a trillion is when we talk about how much money our government owes people, or how much we're in debt. So you hear about that a lot. So how much really, $1 billion, $100 billion, $800 billion, $1 trillion, what really does that look like? You have to be this guy. I mean, these various numbers are tossed around like so many doggy treats. So I thought I'd take a Google SketchUp out for a test drive and try to get a sense of what exactly $1 trillion looks like. Let's start with a $100 bill. Currently the largest U.S. denomination in general circulation. Most everyone has seen them. Slightly fewer have owned them. Guaranteed to make friends wherever you go. And he says a penny saved is a penny earned. That is kind of humorous. How many of you have owned a $100 bill? How many of you carry a $100 bill with you at all times?
I wish I did.
Alright. $100, would you think that's a relatively large sum of money, Sammy? I mean, it's more than you really need to go to the movies, correct? Alright, there right there, children. If you take a $100 bill and you put 100 of them on top of each other, it's probably going to end up looking about like that. That is $10,000. Now, how many of you, I don't want to ask how many of you carry around $10,000, but that's one single stack of $100 bills. 100 100s is 10,000. And apparently Betty's getting happy. He's got 10,000. Okay. Now, believe it or not, this next little pile is $1 million. If you take 100 packets, he's got 100 down there, 100 packets of 10,000. That means if you have 100 of those groups of $100 bills, you have that. That's about what it looks like when you're standing in front of it. It must be what? So you have like two stacks, so there's got to be 50 in each, so each one would be about 6, 8, or whatever. That's neither here nor there. We say it's how we Okay, and there is a measly $1 million. Looked a little impressive. Here is $100 million. And basically, you've seen when you go into Sam's or those stores, you've seen a pallet. A pallet of wood is about, well, it's about the size of your table, but not quite as long. It's a square that's kind of the size of your W table. Right? That right there is $100 million. 100 $100 million is approximately what we pay a professional athlete for about, what, 8 years a year? And $1 billion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those pallets stacked. We could probably put 10 pallets from, yeah, maybe from me to the wall there. That's a billion. 1 billion. We're not at a trillion yet, children. Now, look at $1 trillion. That's the number we've been hearing so much about. What is $1 trillion? Well, $1 trillion is a million dollars. It's 1,000 billion dollars. It's one followed by 12 zeros, and this is what, if you stack it all on pallets and had it in your warehouse, this is $1 trillion. Drum roll, please. Here's the dude standing. They are double stacked, and they are going, I mean, the size of, I don't know what this would be, but it's probably, you wouldn't fit it in a football field game. Stacked of pallets of $100. I don't know if I want to read on something about this. Oh, it says that the rate Congress is spending our money will be under trees before 2012. No, that's not. For this reason, a new bill will be issued to reduce paper waste to commemorate a new monetary philosophy in America. I give you the $1 trillion bill. one right here. If you had 756 of those, you'd have to take what we just saw stacked. I thought that was okay, so if I asked you to read that number for me, I need a volunteer. Sammy apparently is the only one willing and or able to. Sammy? And again, it's really easy because we have commas. If I take these commas out, you would have a very difficult time reading this. Give it to me, Sam.
83,402,932,848,000. That's some good.
And that's pretty much the sum of all.
Can you give us that? New
New blank piece of